And this is just to do some more complaining. Like, I cannot believe the state of how things are just in general at large. It's difficult to really condense it, right? Like we're condensing it, but there's so much minutia of detail. I've been in the trenches of this information warfare stuff all of my life. I've been online, okay? Before YouTube even came out. So I was like 1 year old whenever I got on the computer. And now I'm sitting here, I have no fucking money. I've been robbed. Like, I'm just in isolation. I'm trying to publish, and I'm being, like, cut at the knee. Right? And I just, like, I really wish I had more to communicate other than just, I need money, I'm in distress, and I've been communicating this for years. Okay? But I'm in distress. I need money. Like, I'm capable of, like, doing things in life. Like, I hold myself pretty well. But I don't have a good social structure. I don't have a good social group. And I don't have good income. And the way that YouTube operates and the way that the federal government operates, the way that the United States corporate structure has chosen to operate, they take people. So you could get a degree in college, you could skill up after college, have some skills, be ready and able to work, and then not really get what you need because society just doesn't really particularly care about the well-being of people generally. So the bystander effect, in essence. And I'm saying, I don't give a fuck if there's a bystander effect. It's not my problem that society, like, on one hand, it's my problem that society is not accommodating me. But on the other hand, it's like me, I'm here to tell you, it's your problem if you're not accommodating me. Okay? I didn't file a tax return for the year of 2024, and I'm not going to be filing one for the year of 2025 either, because I don't have any fucking income. It's just bizarre. A man of this age should be working. I should be earning income. They artificially choose winners and losers on sites like YouTube. Some people win, some people lose. Some people are making millions of dollars for doing the same thing that other people are being completely ignored for. I know, like, all this has been said before. I'm not breaking a new ground, right? There's nothing really to be said which hasn't already been said about life or existence. We're basically at, like, the end stage of, like, human philosophy here, where we're starting to, like, hand it off to, we're just in the early stages of starting to hand it off to machines. Okay? And these people that are like, it's just disgusting. Like, okay, so I'm supposed to just fucking die then? Just live in isolation? I've been living in isolation for years. I've been living as a poor person in isolation for years, trying to speak out on the internet, to find any kind of connection, any kind of, like, money, any sort of thread which I can follow. And there is nothing. It's like, I've spent the last, like, all night, I've sat up at the computer just looking through YouTube, looking at how garbage all of the recommendations are. It's just trash. Like, it literally is just a waste of life. None of this is interesting content. None of this is information which I want or need or is useful in any way. It's not informative. It's just slop. It's the same fucking information reposted over and over again with tons of irrelevant bullshit pelted in there, right? And there's nothing interesting anymore. There's nothing funny. There's nothing that I want to learn. There's nothing that I'm going to see and like be like, "Oh wow, I never seen that before." By and large, I've done it. I've seen it all when it comes to the internet. Okay? I've seen just about every fucking thing that YouTube can throw at you. Okay? There's not a whole hell of a lot that I'm not going to have some frame of reference and comparison to. And I'm a man who needs money to live his life. It is not appropriate to chain a man to a computer and keep him poor. It's like, I hate with all of my life the United States. This is the worst country to have ever been formed, that will ever be formed. What a stupid nigger. And yeah, I'm gonna say the fucking word. I don't know why the fuck that dumb fat nigger playing video games is on my fucking feed. I do not give a single solitary fuck what that dumb fat nigger has ever done in his life, or will ever do in his life. I have hit don't recommend on so many goddamn channels like that. I lost count. YouTube is so poorly programmed, they can't get the fucking picture. I don't want to see stupid fat niggers playing video games. What a fucking awful platform. There are a billion channels. There is a pseudo-infinite library of content on YouTube. And this is the shit they choose to show me over and over again. It's just trash. This is the worst video platform that you could ever create. There's no way you could make something worse than this. Put up some tags. Let me click some fucking tags somewhere. This is just a dumbed down, this is just a censored search feature. Okay? Like, this is the stupidest goddamn thing I've ever seen. I've searched for things and then it has told me that it's not allowed to search them. So, like, stuff that would populate a search result in the YouTube search bar, because it's going through an AI which is being told it has to, like, censor politically this way or that way. You can't just ask this fucking thing to see the thing you want to see. Every conceivable metric for humanity and the earth is in decline except for technology. So, like, every social aspect of the human species is in decline. Like, health, like, widespread wealth, life satisfaction in particular, right? It's all in decline. Maybe there's probably a separate internet where there are all these wealthy people who are buying whatever they want all day that just post, when you open up YouTube, you get a collection of information presented to you by a group of people who are gang stalking you. They've legalized the process of stalking you, compiling your data, and then targeting you with a specific set of information to try to influence your life. Not somebody's life, your life. It's not just, oh, we want to do an advertising campaign and raise awareness and try to find customers. No, it's Billy is sitting in his room. He feels this way and he thinks this way. And if we show him this information, maybe he'll feel this way and think this way instead. It's a form of terrorism. This is a terroristic act against me as a citizen. To imagine sitting in a room for 2 years pleading for employment or some form of acknowledgement in a social, civil way without any fucking income. $0. Just sit and be monitored by the government all your fucking life while you grow up. Is that what you want to do? Nobody wants to live this life. And I'm saying here, like, you don't fucking understand. You're terrified that the world won't accept the dollar? You think that the Zoomers, was it the Gen Z? What's the video I liked? No trust left in the US dollar or the government. From they're saying that millennials and Gen Z trust in the system is at the absolute lowest. I left a comment which of course was censored because we live in a terrorist state which censors speech, criminalizes speech. What a fucking joke of a country. I said, it's you haven't destroyed our trust in the system. We hate you. I hate the United States. I hate my family. I hate my upbringing. I hate my day-to-day life. I hate every aspect of being alive. I don't just not trust the system of the United States. I applaud the mass murder of Americans. I fucking hate this country. It's not that I don't trust the United States. I hate the United States. It's not that I don't have dollars. It's that if I had wealth, I wouldn't house it in dollars. I hate the United States with all of my life. This is the worst system of governance which has ever been created. There are more people dead because of the United States government than any other government in history. So when you combine all of the all-cause mortality, like, no, you might be able to argue like, oh, Stalin, Pol Pot, Mao, Hitler. Okay, they pale in comparison to the death toll of capitalism and the American way of life. Okay, like Laos, get you about half the way there. Okay, you're already catching up to Stalin really quick. Okay, Stalin and Mao. I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, Pol Pot doesn't, like, compared to the U.S. Like, who killed more Viet Cong? Pol Pot or the United States? Who killed more Vietnamese? So, who killed more Cambodians? Who killed more Laotians? Who killed more Eritreans? Who killed more Somalilanders? Who killed more Somalis? You know, it's like they literally have fought to prop up fake versions of countries the United States has. They've literally, like, Liberia, Somaliland. These are two fake countries created through imperialist warfare, you know. And on a certain extent, maybe I shouldn't complain. Everything is just kind of the passive back benefit of collective enslavement. Okay? But I'm not a fucking slave. I'm not a goddamn slave. I deserve to be acknowledged. I deserve to be humanized. I deserve a goddamn income. I'm seeking employment. I deserve to be fucking hired. I'm a qualified goddamn candidate. Like 240 days into Duolingo for Chinese. Do I really just need to go fucking study Mandarin to get the fuck away from the United States so I can earn a goddamn living? Is that really how the United States operates? What a fucking joke of a life. Like, I pray to God every day of my life that both of my parents fucking die. That I can finally get the fuck away from this place. What a terrible country. What a terrible life. There is absolutely nothing good about my life having ever been alive. I would prefer to have never goddamn been born to be living this life. Sitting alone in your room doing nothing for 10 fucking hours is not a goddamn fun time. Being tortured for years and years and years is not a good goddamn time. I have had a horrible life. I've been gaslit constantly that I have to be thankful for whatever the fuck I've been given. Just sit in my room and be quiet and be thankful that I'm allowed to eat. Just forget about getting an income and being dignified and being treated like a real human being. I just like I ask myself, how is there not infinitely more bloodshed in the streets of America? I am not the only one living through conditions like these. These conditions are more common than uncommon. And a lot of other people are even less so equipped to weather them as I. How is there not infinitely more bloodshed in the streets of America? There is no life for me here. I have no life. In the last 8 goddamn months, I have barely left this fucking house. I have talked to like nobody. I've had shallow conversation with my 2 dumb fuck parents and a handful of dumbass rednecks. I have been living in isolation for years and years and years. And I've been hoping and praying that if I work and earn income, I can stop living in isolation, and it never fucking happens. How many goddamn days of isolation torture could you take? Because I'm probably up to about, like, we're talking like 3,600. Could you spend 3,600 days alone? Poor, trying to earn an income, trying to graduate and earn an income and do it the legitimate way rather than steal crypto and scam and pump and dump and all this bullshit that I could have been party to but didn't want to be. It's like, my reward for trying to be a legitimate business person is poverty. And there's absolutely, like, probably there is somebody listening to me, and they work with the fucking government. right? It's like I probably don't have a snowball's chance in hell of being listened to by a real person, right? Like a real human being finding my stream and listening to me and acknowledging me and humanizing me. That is something I know will not fucking happen. There's probably a government entity, but maybe not even that. Probably at least an AI that will crawl the words of my speech and extract the information for itself. So it's just futile. It's like, all I have to say is, how is there not blood in the streets everywhere? Everywhere. It's like, oh, god damn. If it made sense, if there were any context for which for me to take up arms, I would have already have long ago done it. Okay? But that's not how the world works anymore. Okay, if this were the Revolutionary War, I would be killing very wealthy people with impunity because it would be warfare, right? Like we're not in that world anymore. It just doesn't work that way. Okay? You got to find a patron, you got to shop a country, you know. I'm not saying I have all the solutions, but I'll tell you, I know for sure that warfare doesn't fucking really work anymore like that, right? It just doesn't work like that. Guerrilla warfare is not a thing, like traditional mounted cavalry, horsemen, right? It's not how it is anymore. It'll never be the same. It's all stalking and subterfuge. There's literally no war which one could ever fight to regain freedom in this paradigm. It's just heavy munitions. And I don't even fucking care. It's like if I'm gonna die a poor person in isolation, if I'm going to waste my youth in poverty and isolation because the United States is governed by criminal terrorists, like I really don't care for the United States. I don't think I ever fucking will. This is a terrible place. What a horrible country. It's like, how can you justify anything that they do? They have killed millions of innocent people around the world. And then they go around trying to act like they're a moral force. They're not. It's literally a genocidal, like you have this path. If Uncle Sam is a personification of America, he would be a serial rapist, murderer that like stole somebody's suit and like stole $1 trillion by like killing a businessman. You know what I mean? He'd be like some deranged psychopath that stalks women and children. You know what I mean? Like you'd be talking about the world's most prolific serial killer, rapist, murderer. Just genocidal psychopath kind of person, right? The United States is objectively horrible. The quality of life for the people in the United States is terrible. A handful of dumb fucks float around in the 100K zone for their income and they think that they're middle class. And they're allowed to live in a house. So they're brainwashed to be like, wow, America's great. It's the wealthiest country on earth. It's like the only thing that the United States has going for it is the wealth. Okay? Just the aggregate wealth, okay? But if you don't have access to that, okay, if you're just living in the most expensive economy on the planet, as somebody who can't even fucking afford to feed himself, your quality of life is worse than a Chinese person earning $300 a month. This is evil. This is a evil country. I am being tortured and nobody cares. Not even my own goddamn family. They could not fucking care less. All they want is to be rid of me. They might like, oh yeah, we care. They care in a narcissistic, selfish, alcoholic way. I'm a good parent, right? It's like, no, you've always been terrible. A good parent is incapable of having a child sit in their room for 12 hours yelling about how much they fucking want to die because they hate their life. You're a terrible parent. What an awful country. What a horrible place. If the United, like, I cannot comprehend how the United States has not been bombed. How has the United States not been bombed? Have you seen how many fucking bombs the United States has dropped on other countries? Like, the United States is overdue for an aerial bombing campaign. They should really be shut the fuck up. People who trade the markets are traders. You're not traders, you're traders. It's like shuffling money around in this fake economy. Like, I can understand why you do it. You know, okay, sure. Oh, yeah, you wanted money. You know, you can't beat them, join them. Okay, cool. You get on CNBC if you're making YouTube videos and you're wearing a suit and you're like, okay, guys, today I'm going to long the S&P and, oh, yeah, let's look at the palladium sector. Okay, all right, now let's go over to iron. Okay, how much is a bale of wheat? Okay, you know what I mean? Lean hogs, lean hogs. Like, the idea that you're like waking up every day and like putting on a suit and going on YouTube and picking stocks or going on CNBC and like picking stocks and the numbers are flying around. And you're acting like it's a fucking sports program. So these people should be killed. Like, how has there not been a bombing campaign on the United States by foreign adversaries? I just don't get it. This is the worst country to ever exist. It is completely one-sided. A group of terrorists stalk and predate every citizen on the face of the fucking earth. I don't have ADHD either. ADHD is a fake thing invented by drug companies that wanted to sell SSRIs to children. There's serotonin. ADHD is this thing that was invented to sell serotonin reuptake inhibitors. What a fucking stupid country. I hope that you understand how serious this is. It's like the remaining population of the United States is not the same cut of people that got you to this point where we're at right now. And if they're cutting out migrant labor, it's hard to know the truth of that. They're probably only kicking out people who are not slaves to a company. You know, I would not be surprised in the least if they're not playing favoritism. I mean, you still do see around some spics, but maybe it's a bit less. I haven't traveled to Texas recently. So, but, uh, I'm just saying, we're not the same demographics we used to be. And they're going to have a real, I mean, I know that efficiency with advanced tooling and processes and stuff like this, but at the end of the day, like, it'll be a cold day in hell before you get any labor out of me. I will not be paying down the United States government's expenditures. It's just not fucking happening. Like, okay, so in this relationship, I give my entire life to this point and all of my labor, and in exchange, I get a couple of trading cards and a laptop to sit around my parents' house in exchange for all of my life. My entire life. This is all I have to show for it. Every single year of my life, I have nothing other than this. I have essentially no money. So I have given you every moment of my life. And you have given me what? A life where I hate being alive? So you don't really understand how bad it actually is. It's not that Gen Z and millennials don't have trust in the system. We want to see as many Americans killed as possible. We hate this country. We don't not trust this country. We hate the United States with every ounce of our life. We despise this country. We don't not trust the United States. We hate the United States because this is objectively a terrible life which you have given us.